It's like I have no reason not to now.
The remaster looks so sick. I've been like kind of waiting because I still haven't beat Torna in other games, but what's important right now? What is important is we're gonna see Zoner do this. Everyone having fun. Everyone got a big bowl of popcorn, and a nice comfy seat.
Yeah, I'm sitting on my chumpy couch.
Chumpy couch. Now that I'm stealing couch from me. That is big. All right, I really like how Sensei positions himself with grenades. Like, as I probably said time and time again that like the three big snakes in Tri-State all play differently. Like, you know, Sensei likes to box you. What's it called? Jalil, very edge guard, ledge trap heavy, and then we got what was his face? Ram in the middle, just kind of zoning you out with grenades till Kingdom Come.
Yeah. If you combined all three of them together, you would have like a...
You'd have redacted.
Yeah, you'd have a redacted level snake. But it's with how each of them play and how each of them approach the game, it's hard for them to mesh their gameplay styles together.
Yeah.
Because Sensei always wants to kill you. He always wants to do like these massive big damage. Which can be a benefit and a detriment.
Yeah. Also, smart stuff on I think Hereda's side, like knowing that like his detail isn't that negative on shield, and like he just did one, got Sensei to condition shield, and was able to get a very nice advantage state off of it. That's the thing is right now is like it feels like he's kind of struggling to take the stock. And if you can't take snake stock early, you're not really gonna you have a tough time taking it. He's gonna really just. Wow, okay.
Throwing these backers around like it's nothing. Gelato is like he's under stress. Like Sensei's not letting him just recover for free, which is pretty good against someone like Rob, where you want to make them feel like they can only get hit.
Yeah, and then like going off that, it's like Rob has like some really great buttons, like why is forward air like essentially faster Marth Fair. But just the fact that like Sensei is kind of able to mitigate that and just place very well positioned grenades to kind of like put Gelato in these awkward positions where he has to kind of guess, and he can't really just rely on like, okay, I know he's here, so I can kind of just like flowchart and then use my reaction time to see if he deviates from what I think he's gonna do.
Oh yeah. Also, that forward is frame 6.
Oh my gosh.
Rob's crazy. Both of these characters are like built in a similar vein. Like Rob has a better disadvantage state than Snake does, but Snake has a little bit of a better neutral. But both of them are zoner ideas, heavy projectile or item-based characters with amazing tilts and aerials, and that's one of those amazing tilts.
Amazing tilts and aerials. You should see one of the best up tilts in the game. Just doesn't even need to be a true combo into for it to kill, which someone on the mic may or may not have mixed opinions about. I won't name who. Is he talking? No one knows.
Alright, my hot take is that Snake's F tilt is better than his up tilt.
His F tilt makes children disappear. It just falls on the face of the earth. It just it goes past just Geneva conventions. It's just you just get deleted, man.
Random up tilt is shut up, Sensei.
Yes, the truest of combos. Oh heck, they're getting off platform. What do I do? Oh, up tilt. There we go.
Yeah, it's rough to get around, but especially for someone like Rob, who is already so big. But Rob's main neutral game state is like falling neutral air into gyro, and suddenly neutral air isn't as safe because if you mistime it or you start it too late, you just get up tilted instead.
Yeah, and gosh forbid that you get parried, like.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow, so Gelato actually pulling out the green peach, pistachio ice cream coming out for the second time today.
Peach. You know, not in my immediate thought of like I need to play against a Snake who is really good against Snake. Peach is not my first thought, but I can see what you're going with here, because even though
Yeah.
Peach can sometimes just like get hit for so much, you're trading it in for a much more dynamic neutral, your own item games, and in my opinion, the best ground game in the entire game. Assuming you can land, which Gelato is having some trouble doing.
You couldn't land right there. But yeah, Gelato definitely like they definitely feel like they have a better sense of advantage state. It just kind of comes down to like you're giving up like the fact that you just don't have to kind of fight Snake for like now you have to more actively deal with Snake's Snake's grenades and his strong punish tools, and on top of just the fact that like you're fighting a zoner as a character who like already is kind of weird champ for zoners. It's like yeah, she's Peach, so she doesn't lose, but like it's not a fun time.
Yeah, like even as far as like matchups like Pac-Man and Game & Watch and Samus are just so much of a struggle. But the difference between those characters and Snake is that Snake has a tangible disadvantage state and something where you can juggle him and you can edge guard him, where you can't really say that for a character like Pac-Man.
I mean, like tangible until the character goes high, but yeah, definitely a lot more tangible. Like especially like when you like the major thing about like keeping Snake in disadvantage, forcing him to go horizontal and low, because that's where like he loses out on so many of his good like disadvantage options that like really helps out his already poor disadvantage state.
And we saw Sensei take an early stock, but Gelato's starting to bring this back. Peach damage output is definitely insane as he goes for the back air, but was a little bit too high on the DI in. Up air would have true comboed, but he ends up eating an F tilt for his problems. Yeah,
he definitely was really focusing on that. Ooh, the back throw forward air. The Snake Classic.
It almost worked.
Also, I swear that okay, all right. What were you thinking, man? I guess maybe it was on the timer, but I was gonna say I swear that Cypher is heat seeking. So many times that move just like kind of homes in on you, that the Snake just kind of true combos you with it. I think it's like percent based. I was talking to like some of the I think Zeganator about it, where it's like the way you up B determines how it flies up in the air.
Yeah, I can see that. Like whether you turn it around or B risk the up B.
Yeah. I'll have to ask the man for specifics because like he's very into that.
This is getting close. I really like how Sensei's include. Okay, he's just gonna cut me right off there. But I really like how Sensei was implementing throughout that whole game, crouching after some of his landing aerials or after some of his buttons, just to completely avoid the turnip out of shield.
Yeah.
And he chased Peach, he chased Gelato all over the stage and even up into the air in order to get these meaty hitboxes and get these kills.
Yeah, and also like by crouching like that, it not only forces Peach to delay her aerials further, like even more, which gives you just that much more reaction time. But it takes off more options, like rising auto cancel fair, and maybe even like a couple bears or like certain airs, or especially down air, which down air is like such a consistent kill option, like kill setup for forward air, and not or drag down up air as well, and just not having that like huge combo starter like easily available really does hurt the character.
Yeah, if Peach isn't allowed to maintain her float space and weave back and forth just outside of your threat range, she can have a lot of trouble, like just being able to extend that much further, which is hence why projectile-based characters do a little bit better against someone like Peach.
So let's see who's up next.
I don't know. I opened up like Rob's frame data and I'm sad again.
Okay. So it looks like we are going to be having the return of Admis back on stream, and then we are going to be having Blazing Pasta. So these two, I don't think they've ever fought before. I don't know.
I'm uncertain. But what I do know is that I'm looking at this top 16 and it is something.
What type of something are we talking here?
Like a